Let's continue our discussion. So the previous class we discussed about what is a lathe and what are different parts of a lathe. So there are different types of lathe available. So to give you a recap, lathe is a machine which is used for removing material from cylindrical pieces. So if you remember, this image will give you a bit of clarity here. So this is actually the headstock which I was talking about, this part actually. So this entire setup is actually the headstock which I was talking about. And this is the tool post. This lathe is actually called as a turret lathe. So what a turret lathe means is that if you see here, this particular part, I will erase everything. What is a turret lathe actually is that, so if you watch this section closely, it is actually a hexagon. So it can be used to house multiple tools. So this is actually a tool post, and also this can also act as a tool post. Here you can fix multiple tools so that you need not turn off the machine each time you are doing a machining operation. So that's an advantage of this turret lathes. So this is a type of lathe. So there are several types of lathe: capstan lathe, turret lathe, engine lathe, something like that. So many different applications are available. Based on our need, we can actually select the type of lathe. So next important thing is actually this is a CNC lathe. A CNC is a computer numerical controlled machine, computer numerical controlled lathe. So what's the advantage of these computer numerical controlled lathe is that they are controlled using something called as a numerical control codes, numerical control codes. Similar to what we do in programming, we use Python, Java, some languages like these to control the machine. For example, if you need to plot a graph, then you would be using some Python code to give instruction to the computer. Similarly, in a lathe, what you can do is if you attach a computer setup, those special lathes are actually called as a computer numerical control lathe. So they are controlled automatically using a machine. So what's the advantage of these lathes is that they reduces the dependent on skilled labor, and also they are more accurate compared to their human counterpart. That's the advantage of these CNC lathes. So lathes are available in different shapes and sizes. So there are very small table fitting lathes to a large lathes which are even bigger than our homes. So depending upon the workpiece which you are mounting, the size of lathe will vary. For example, if you need to machine a nail, you need to machine a nail or a bolt, then you need a small lathe which is sufficient. If you need to machine a large shaft which is used in ship rotors, so if you see, ship rotors are very very huge. So those shafts are also machined using lathe. Imagine the size of lathe required for machining those lathes. You will see now. So such things need very large objects. So there are different parameters available while defining the lathe. So the first thing actually we call it as a swing. Swing is the distance of movement, and also next thing B is the distance between center. Center means distance between this headstock and the tailstock. So that is actually called as a distance between center. Then length of bed. So actually if you see, it's quite self-explanatory. The length of this entire bed. This is actually called as that. And then radius of swing, actually what it means is that one half of this swing. So entire is the diameter, one half is the radius. So that is the parameters by which we define the size of lathe. Swing, distance between center, length of bed and radius. Alright. Yes. So now we'll see different sizes of lathe which can be used. So if you see this image, we can wonder the type of technology used here. If you see here, this is a very very large lathe. But one thing to note here is that whatever may be the size, but the basic idea of a lathe remains the same. Be it a large house-sized lathe or a small table size lathe, the working principle remains the same. It will have a headstock, tailstock, tool post, carriage, everything will be the same. Only thing is the magnitude, the scale of the lathe will vary. So now let's stop here. The next class we will start with the different parts of the lathe. Thank you.